Hello everyone, Franco with the Devil's in the Detail. Today I'm going to show you how to make a bucket dolly with a handle step by step. This here is version 2. I came up with this idea and made one, and I thought I could improve on it, so that's exactly what we did. I made these more finished products so that I can give these out. There's version 2, there's version 1 right there, the PVC pipe with the 2 bolts right through the side of the bucket dolly. Thing works great, but it can be improved, and this is what I came up with. For the hardware, I've got a tube from EZTUBE, 48 inches long. I've got an L connector, all from the same website, and that end cap. I've got two 2-inch long 1/4-inch bolts, nylon locking nuts, and the washers. Measuring and marking, it's better to have some tape so that you can put on the black tubing so that when you make your marks you can see the marks. Trying to see a black mark on black paint, yeah, it's not fun. Tools and things to hurt yourself with, like I did today. A hacksaw if you need it. I'm going to be using that angle grinder with the cutoff wheel. I have that file to get any shavings off. A clamp to hold things down. Those 1/4-inch bolts use 11mm wrenches and sockets, so I've got those ready to go. Of course, a drill with a 1/4-inch drill bit, and a rubber mallet so you don't damage the plastic connectors that hold everything together. And here we go with marking the cuts. Nice and easy. I found the roundabout spot where I wanted to make the marks and the cuts, so I just kind of centered that and added my tape. I had to wipe things down with the alcohol wipe so the tape would stick to it, but here I am marking it at 34 1/4 and putting an X on the piece that I'm not going to be using. This is going to be the handle part, and what I'm cutting off will mark again and use that for the mounting tube that actually goes onto the bucket dolly. So there you go. I like to cut on the X side. If you cut right on the line, your marking is going to be, your measurement's going to be just off a little bit. So it's always better to cut just barely on the opposite side of what you're keeping. And to make sure that I have a more square cut, I cut one side and then I flip over just so that I'm not cutting at an angle and having way more stuff to file off or grind off. I have a grinder disc, but I don't want to change the cutting and the grinding disc anyways. Yeah, I was just trying to make it easier for myself. And there you go. First cut. Take the tape off and stuff like that. Get those burrs out of there. If you're going to use a cut piece for your connection point, any extra little flap of metal that you've cut, it's gonna make things a nightmare for you. So get a file and clean those edges up. Absolutely, yeah, trust me, I learned so that you don't have to. For the mounting tube, excuse me. For the mounting tube, I went 6 1/2. Yep, there you go. I don't want the handle butted up against the wall of the bucket dolly, but I don't want it too far out. So I believe this gave me right about 1/4 to 1/2 inch, of the handle sticking off of the wall of the bucket dolly. And I'm showing that I am indeed using safety glasses. Make the cut. This is the second time I'm recording this because I have Netflix playing just in the background. I'm in the washroom, and you could hear almost every word of what was going on in that damn show while I was talking, while I was doing this right here. Yeah, so take two. Hurry up. And a quick little file, like I said. Get those burrs out of the inside. That's the most important thing. You don't have to cut this exactly square. It helps and it looks better, but those connectors are pretty damn stout. Once you get this put together, it doesn't have to be perfect. Right now, we're going to drill the mounting holes. There I am putting tape again so that I can see my marks. For this one, I went a 1/2 inch off of the edge and a 1/2 inch in from the side, so that I just have a square dot that I can drill through. And I do both sides, because if I try to drill in from one side just straight down, I always get crooked, so the bolt always goes askewed, left or right, up and down, 360, whatever. I just don't have that skill. That's a God-given talent right there. So there, see, you can see what I'm talking about. I'm just going in that side, then I'm going to flip around and drill that side. Yeah. So if I try to do that all in one go, that bolt's going in there crooked as hell. I just don't have that talent. There, I'm giving it a little wiggle room. And that's where I drilled my hand. I hit that drill bit right on my knuckle, right on the thumb. Yeah, and it hurt like hell. You'll see the band-aid there somewhere. For the mounting holes in the actual bucket, you can see that little pie shape right in the middle. I just centered that as best as I can. That way, you want to make sure that you have it centered so the bolt head, or actually you don't need the bolt head to go in there. It's just nice to have it centered. There I have the tape, and that mark is to mark the center between the wheels. That way, when I go to add this in here, I can use that as a reference point to center that handle right in between those wheels as best as I can. You don't have to be so precise. You can eyeball it if you want, but a more finished product, better looking. There you go. Now this one, I was mad because I drilled my thumb. I was mad because I drilled my thumb, and I should have took the mounting tube off and drilled from both sides. But here I just ended up marking the drill point and just tightened the hell out of that so that it wouldn't move and I didn't have to take it off again. Or I was going to have to take it off again anyways. I was mad and I just went straight through with the drill like I said that I don't do just moments before. I was mad. I was upset. Look at that. I'm just like, you know what? Screw it. Do I have so much trouble here? It walks on me. Left, right. Get in there. There you go. I didn't care. Boy, I was mad. And right after that, I cooled down. Give that a little test fit. Get the bolt in there. And voila. It works. That one was ugly, but who cares? It's facing the ground. You're not going to see it. And this is the one that I'm going to give to Mike G. So, my bad, dog. Here we go. Just another test fit. Now, the washers you add in. What am I doing there? You've already tested. Oh, check this out. So that you don't lose what side you're putting this connector in, I'm using that as a reference point. Now you could just stick the L connector in and start hammering away, but just in case something happens, look, you don't want it that way, you don't want it that way. Yeah, the tape is there to help mark, so if it falls out, you know which way you're going to put this in. And there we go, just using the rubber mallet to get that in. It only goes so far in the plastic shavings. That thing is so tight that the plastic from that connector starts pooping out, and you have to clear those away so that you can get it in the rest of the way. Nice and easy. Scrape those off so it looks better. And yeah, no mistakes. Once you get those in there, if you don't mark a reference point and you get that in there, you're done for the day. I mean, if you've got it wrong, you're gonna have to figure out something else. You know, maybe drill some other holes. Anyways, yeah, don't mess that up. There we go, taking off the shavings and getting that hammered in all the way. And you're damn near done. All you have to do is mount it. Washers on the bolt head side. This is always a pain in the butt. Getting this. Let's see if we can do it. Can I do it? Yeah, and that's why I like to wallow out the holes a little bit so that it fits a little looser. If everything's super tight and it just doesn't line up, it's just a pain in the butt. So, give yourself a little wiggle room. Once everything's tightened down, you're good to go. Put a washer on that side, washer on that side. And you're going to go ahead and bolt it down with the nylon locking nuts. And get that tightened down, and you're basically done, other than adding the end cap, which we will do here momentarily. Something else I'm going to show. Oh yeah, I'm going to show you that plastic that you see, that little pie shape. Those little ribs help you really tighten down that side. Now the other hole that I'm working on right here, the other bolt, that if you tighten that too down, if you tighten that too tight, it will start sucking the floor of that plastic bucket dolly down towards the pipe, and you'll have a big dent. I'm going to show you how to remedy that. And a little end cap right there. Go ahead and hit that with a hammer. Nice little, that's a hell of a lot easier to put on than the actual connectors. There's a few light taps, you're good to go. And there we go. Check that out. Waist high. That is, it's the actual handle is 36 inches high, but of course with the wheels on it, you're going to get much more height. And there you go. You are set. Here I'm going to show you, see that gap right there? That's just floppy plastic. As far as like once you start tightening it down, that floor bottom is going to go towards that tube and leave, like I said, an indentation. The remedy for that is a washer and a larger size nut that fits in there loose. So now you don't have to stack washer upon washer upon washer. It'd probably take about 8 or 10 of those. The larger size nut that fits nice and loose is just perfect. And there you have it. If you decide to make this for yourself, why am I staring at this little foam chunk right here? I'm staring at the mic. I need to be looking at the camera lens. Dear God. If you decide to make this for yourself and you're starting from scratch, I'm going to give you some prices here. We've got the bucket dolly, your choice of color, gritguard.com. They have multiple colors: black, white, green, yellow, red, blue, purple, orange. Yeah. So whatever you decide to get, you could get the 2-inch wheels. I recommend the 3-inch wheels, but it's a little more expensive. This setup here will work with the 2-inch wheels. I did test that. From scratch, everything you need with the bucket dolly and the EZTUBE, the L connector and the end cap, you're looking at $81.08. That's minus shipping. Shipping a little costly on the EZTUBE, but it is what it is. I think I bought 4 tubes, 3 L's, 3 end caps, and the shipping on that was $20, maybe $25. Yeah, so if you have a bucket dolly and you're just ready to go. EZTUBE, your 48-inch tube black finish with the L connector and the end cap, you're only looking at $21.09. So that'll save you some money there. Of course, shipping, you know, add on to that. But you're looking at bolts, washers. Any hardware store you go to, you're only going to spend maybe $1.50. So super easy. Yeah, if you want to give this a try, this is just one way to do it. You might have something else in mind, but this is what you end up with right here with this setup. And of course, there's many different ways to go about it. Like I said, this is just one idea. Take it and make it yours. Improve on it, the process, whatever you've got going on, you can make it yours. But this is so easy to make, relatively cheap if you're not starting from scratch. So yeah, I hope you like the process, and I hope this gave you an idea to make it your own. The reason I went with this version 2, a more finished looking product than just a PVC pipe attached to the side of a bucket dolly, is because I wanted to gift these out. I'm going to be making one for my dad. I'll make me a couple more. I wanted to make one for a lucky subscriber, just a giveaway, like I said, in the spirit of Eddie Cologne and Mike G. I'm Josh V. He gives away so much stuff. I'm gonna try and get a hold of him, see if he would like one gifted. Yeah, so that's why I wanted to make this finished product, because I do want to gift these out, and I just like doing stuff like this. It's a lot of fun. It's a pain in the ass. I hit myself with a drill earlier, hence the band-aid. Big old flap of skin, just whatever. Blood, sweat, and tears. Yeah, so let me show you what I'm going to end up doing for, as of right now, Eddie Cologne and Mike G. I didn't add the wheels on. I need to pack these in a shipping box via UPS. So I did keep the length of the handle at 36 inches, just under, so they'll fit in the shipping boxes. I didn't add the wheels on, but they will be in the box just like this, just like you got it if you ordered it from any detail store. So Mike G, I did email him and asked him, this is what I'm doing, you know, would you like one? He was like, hell yeah, why not? And in that same email I said, well, since you already have your bucket dolly set up, do you need the bucket dolly, or would you just like a handle? He did mention that he would go ahead and just take a handle, but in the spirit of giving, I already have this ready to go, so I went ahead and made him one with the bucket dolly. If he wants to use it, great. If he wants to take the handle off and put it on his dual setup that he has, he's more than welcome, or you're more than welcome. Yeah, just, you know, make it your own. Whatever you need to do, it's not going to hurt my feelings, but I am sending you the whole setup. So there you go. He did pick me for the 3,000 subscriber giveaway. Me and 2 others, we won that, and man, it's just, these guys give so much. So this is just something that's really handy, something they can use for years to come. If they prefer using them, great. If not, you know, you can try to pour these down the drain if you want. It's yours. It's a gift. You do with it what you want. But yeah, there you go. I'm Franco with the Devils in the Detail, and I'm still staring at the mic. I can't help it. I'm gonna learn. Yeah, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe.